Hey everybody, this is Dr. Nick with the Springfield Wellness Center. Today we're going to be talking about office ergonomics, and I'm going to give you the top 5 tips that you need to set up your workstation so that you don't create stress on your body throughout the day. So we'll jump right into it. The first one is going to be making sure that your seat and the back of the chair are set up correctly to give your hips and your low back the support that they need. So what you want to make sure of is that the seat, some tilt back or tilt forward. You want to make sure that this is flat to where you're sitting on it. You want to make sure that the back support is flat as well. And then if you do have some kind of lumbar support in the back part of the chair, that you have that right in the curve of your low back. So you don't want it too high, you don't want it too low. You want to give that support so that it has that good curve in your lumbar spine. The second thing that we're going to be worried about is going to be the height of the chair. So if you're tall, if it's too short, it can create too much bend in your knees and too much bend in your hips. You want to make sure that you've got a 90-degree bend in your knees and a 90-degree bend in your hips. You want to make sure that your feet are flat on the floor. For somebody who is short, if the chair is too tall and your feet don't hit the floor, that's going to be a problem, putting more strain on your hips and your low back. So if you are too short to reach the floor, you want to make sure you put some books or a box underneath there that you can rest your feet on. So I'm going to bring this up a little bit to where it probably should be, which is about right there. So you can see that my knees are bent at 90, my feet are flat on the floor, and then my hips are at 90. So this is a good, comfortable way to be sitting. The third step is going to be making sure that your keyboard is in the appropriate position. So if your keyboard is out too far, you're going to be reaching a lot throughout the day, and it's going to put strain on your neck and your shoulders. If it's too close, you'll tend to lean back to be able to type on it, and that's going to create problems in your low back. So you want to make sure it's right there in the middle, and it's nice and comfortable wherever your hands kind of naturally fall. With your mouse, the fourth step is going to be make sure that the mouse is correct. So same thing, you don't want to be reaching for it, you don't want it too far out to the side, and you don't want it too close in where you're pulling your arm in. So the same thing with your keyboard, you just want to make sure that it's a nice natural place to where it's not putting any strain on your body. The fifth thing that you need to check for is your monitor height. So this monitor, what you want is for your eye level to be at the top of the monitor. You can see my eye level goes out and it's about 6 inches above where the top of the monitor is. So if it's too low, you're going to tend to look down throughout the day. And the reason why you want to make sure that your spine is in a good position throughout the day is because we spend 8 hours at work, and if you're in the same position for 8 hours, it's kind of like sleeping. If you sleep incorrectly, you're going to wake up with a sore neck. If you're at work for 8 hours and you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, especially day after day, it's going to create these repetitive stress symptoms and scenarios. So what I would do is, if your monitor is too low, throw some books underneath there. And get that nice set. So that now the height of the top of the monitor is right at your eye level, and now you're not putting any strain whatsoever on your spine. So what we did is we wrote a blog that went over these 5 tips to make sure that your office is set up the right way. And we also have what's called a micro break card. So a micro break is where you take about 1 or 2 minutes every hour and do some different stretches to help to stretch out some muscles and get some motion in your spine. So that micro break card, the link is going to be found in the post that you're looking at. And if you're watching on YouTube, it'll be in the comments section. So just make sure you click on that. It'll take you to the micro break card. You can print that out and have it at your desk and make sure that you're doing those on a somewhat regular basis throughout the day. So if you have any questions for us, you can give us a call at the office at 726-0422 or head over to our website, which is wellnessspringfield.com. And if you found this information useful and you know somebody that might be able to benefit from it, make sure that you tag them in the comments or share or like the video. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment and we'll get back to you.